Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. Questionable behavior. Advice. The last 2 days I've noticed some odd behavior in my wife that seems like a culmination of some growth we've been doing together, but this seems like an odd turn. I've been making an effort to spend more time with her and compliment her and be there for her and lose some ducking weight for her. She's been working hard, complaining less about her shitty job and making an effort to spend more time together too. That's the happy backstory stuff that has been going pretty well. A few nights ago, we were up late and I was like, time to go hang with her, I've been gaming too long. The bedroom door was closed and I heard a voice. Sometimes she talks in her sleep, but it's usually mumbling. I wasn't tired, so I went to go grab my earbuds so I could watch a vid and just hang out with her in bed. They turned on and said 2 devices connected, which was not the first time I'd heard that, but I heard a man's voice talking. I thought maybe she was watching porn, tbh lol, because I was bored and thought she was asleep and pondered doing it myself, but it freaked me out after 2 sentences of someone talking and I turned them off. She got up to go to the bathroom like 5 seconds later. She asked what I was doing and I was getting a beer to come up and hang out, assuming she was even awake, so I said just grabbing my earbuds and a beer. That was kinda it. The other night I was again playing games late for a little too long and was like, duck this, I wanna hang out with my wife. I turned off my computer and heard a muffled voice again. I thought that was weird. I went to the bathroom and kept hearing definitely her talking with the bedroom door closed. I went closer to the door to listen because I thought I was crazy. I was like, duck it, what the hell am I thinking, just go in there and go to bed, you paranoid freak. I went in to go change and immediately hear her say hey to me. I go, thought you were asleep, what are you up to? She responds faster than anyone I've ever heard, just sleeping. That sketched me out even more. I changed and got frustrated and walked out to brush my teeth on the way out and said, I don't know what the duck you were doing, but probably not that. She came in a minute later to the bathroom while I was getting ready for bed. I laid it out and said I was sketched out and heard her talking and knew she wasn't asleep, and her response in bed was fast and awkward and weird, and it wasn't the first thing I'd noticed. There have been a couple other odd things I could list out. She said, I'm sorry you feel that way or some shit like that, which didn't help console me much. We watched TV for a bit together and hung out together for a bit before going to bed. She was super sensitive about how I was sitting or if I was being affectionate. Normally she doesn't care. Hell, before all our efforts to grow and stop being lazy, she'd be on her phone while the TV was on. I haven't seen her or her phone in 24 hours now. I tried to log into our cell provider and it sent a verification code to her phone. We used her number to log in. She said she didn't get it. What should be my next steps? I wanna go to her, but I don't want to be a fool. I've done stupid shit in the past, like watch porn and hurt her by lying about it, but this feels like she's seeing someone and hiding it. I feel like I need a rock solid case, but I don't wanna be a nosy bitch if there's nothing wrong. Yep, you almost caught her. She might take it to more clandestine means. Or she will lay low for a while, then start up again. Don't be so quick to dismiss your initial suspicions. Put an audio recording device in the bedroom hidden somewhere. An old phone that has everything shut off but a recording app maybe. Then do your normal routine. Or you could change up your normal routine and make her nervous and appreciative that you could walk in at any time. But that might drive her underground. Use the earbuds again and listen instead of freaking out. Think I see smoke. Is there fire? Fire. Only advice I can give is trust your gut. If you have a feeling, more than likely it is. If you lay back, you risk allowing it to happen. Trust your instincts. Stop playing video games. Be with her all night and every night. It will drive her crazy that she can't talk to her new boyfriend. You're becoming a plan B. You're losing her. Whose name is the phone provider on? Call them, have them email the needed info. Or you on their site. You should get a mini camera and set it in the bedroom and the living room. Something is up. Lay off your video games and watching TV. Be in your marriage before you no longer have a marriage. Someone else is giving her needed attention. I agree, you almost caught her. Doing what? Who knows? Based on what you've disclosed, I would be inclined to surmise at least an emotional affair, hopefully not physical. You confronting her gave away your hand that you're onto her, which means she steps up the secrecy. Get a recorder or two and get statements from your cell provider, find out who she's talking to. Be a good detective. Your gut is likely right. Also, prepare yourself now for professional gaslighting and all the chaff and flares she can dump. No more confrontation until you have something solid. Confrontation without solid, indisputable evidence hurts you, not them. Yeah, you're going to have to snoop, my friend. I'd be sketched out too. Bide your time, get her phone to snoop. If possible, install a keylogger app. You could even put a recorder in your room. Or sit her down and tell you are a smart man and know something is going on, and if she values or ever valued you as a husband, partner, and best friend, she would be honest with you, because right now her shady behavior is hurting you. Honestly, if she is cheating, I wouldn't do this, because most cheaters will go down with the sinking ship. If you really want to find out what's going on, do like the Hardy Boys and snoop. Yeah, something might be up. If she is cheating, it's going to be harder to get proof of that, since you've sort of tipped her off that you're suspecting something. So from here on out, you're going to have to go clandestine. I'm sorry. I know it sounds underhanded, but so is what may be happening under your roof. I highly advise following this guide here. Good luck. I don't know why people play these games. I don't mean video games. I was madly in love with my girlfriend in college and now madly in love with my wife, same woman. Nevertheless, if I caught her being sketchy, I wouldn't bother getting a VAR, or spying or trying to catch her. I would confront the light of day and deliver a clear, unambiguous message. Tell me what you were doing and who you were talking with and why. It's clear it was a man and you are hiding that from me. On that information alone, I'm leaving you. But if you want any chance to avoid that outcome, come clean now. And even if she came clean at that point, I'd still pack my shit and leave. I won't be disrespected and lied to like that, even by my soulmate, and where it will be really painful to entertain breaking up. If she really wants you, this will shake her out of a stupor and make her seriously regret going down the temptation road. You have to be strong. Love yourself too. Lastly, just as a little totally unsolicited and probably condescending life advice, although I do not intend it to be condescension at all, you might drop the video games for a time and work on yourself. They can creep back into your life once you are strong, settled and valuable. But for up-and-comers, they just take too much time away from growing your life and watering your relationships. This also applies to social media, screens, etc. Source: me, lifelong gamer who took indefinite breaks when he needed to, and due to a little delayed gratification, now has enough dollar to buy any system, retro collection or arcade machines that I want. Also was able to make a connection between a Facebook Messenger call I got a 1-second glance at, a name, and that led me to a coworker who goes by a different name at work. Oh yeah, we all work at the same company, so that's dope. So that was disappointing. Been doing nothing but hanging out with her and not being sus. Just want her to know I care and love her, but I don't think she's stopping. Went for a walk yesterday with the doggy. Clearly and obviously left through the front door. She locked the front door. She has trouble remembering to do it at night or when we get home and I go for a walk and all of a sudden she's Mrs. Security. Yep, she has your routine down good. Messing around during the times she knows you are occupied. If you had gone a couple minutes and came right back for something, I bet she would be a bit agitated and very interested why you came back. You have to mix it up. Maybe show up at work when she is getting off, no pun intended, saying you wanted to get something to eat or some other story. I full on think at least an emotional affair is going on. And asking her without evidence. Oh honey, I would never do that to you, just a co-worker, can't I have male friends? Etc. You will be backing down quickly because you can't come out and call her a liar, can you? Yeah, I've been doing better on the ignoring gaming front, but I messed up those 2 nights. I could make an excuse, but I won't. I dunno man, I feel like a divorce would be tough and we work at the same place and have 1 car and just bought the house, but maybe it needs to happen either way. She came home late again with a classic excuse that seemed valid 3 months ago, managed to get proof she left work and then showed up 40 minutes after she should have been home. I dunno man. I think being upfront is the way to go. I can deal with the legal shit later. If she's remorseful, I'll point blank ask her for her phone to get proof for a lawyer just in case. If she denies it, I'll do it the hard way with a lawyer. What would he do if you found and they work together, e.g. alone and on different days when you're not there? I don't know what he'd do. I waited for her to fall asleep and got her phone. I was discovered snooping last night and we had a confrontation. I told her I was ready for divorce and this was her chance to come clean. I got admissions to emotional infidelity but not physical. Will I ever know for sure now the cat's out of the bag? They work the same shift with like a 1 or 2 hour offset. She comes in later cause I work in engineering and need to be here later. I read you shouldn't confront the affair partner. Sorry mate, but I think you know that it's already got physical. Why do you think she comes home an hour late, and even if it's sexting or what have you, I still count it as pass, so I would talk to her about it, and I don't think that you can get over this. You can't escape at home or at work, so I would personally divorce. She spends more time with him and has only admitted to what you know, aka trickle truth thing. If it's a co-worker, not only is he a ballsy MF, it's also 100% a physical affair. EAs are only that way because they lack physical access to one another. This co-worker disrespecting your marriage in that way should feel the same pain on his end as well. If he's married or hasn't, so get in touch with that woman ASAP. Watching porn does not constitute an EA/PA. Repeatedly talking to another person intimately then immediately lying about it to her so does. Yeah. I get that. I guess I'm just trying to put myself in her shoes so I can understand how this happened. Well, it happened. You can see my other post here for backstory. Need support. I got found out snooping. So we had a conversation. She was hysterical, I was shaking and remained pretty much calm. I laid out my case and said, just know I have spoken to a divorce lawyer and what you say next is very important. You need to tell the truth, and that got her attention. She confessed a good chunk of what I had proof of. I recorded it because I heard that was a good thing to do. See my other post yesterday for backstory. There was most definitely emotional cheating, but since she found me out before I could have more days to prove physical cheating, I will never know if there ever was. I found an FB Messenger chain and calls. I'll have call logs proving phone calls from before. They were together at a park several times. She called out today and he messaged her, hope everything is okay. I don't wanna confront him, but maybe tell his girlfriend. I have my wife's phone and laptop until I figure out my next steps, but I'm not her babysitter. I don't know what to do next. Forgive and start working on this. Divorce? 7 years in, 5 of which were marriage. No kids, thank goodness, but we have a house now and 1 car and work at the same place. The biggest thing is you don't have kids. Both of you work. So, no alimony. You have a chance to get out clean. This makes the most sense. She's still trickle truth, and that is basically lying. Be sure that this is just the tip of a giant iceberg. Life doesn't give you a lot of opportunity for a clean break and minimal baggage. Might want to consider this option, above all else. First, I would inform his GF and tell her what you found out and see what will happen. For me, your wife is not really remorseful because she contacted him that you find out, and even do not do any North Carolina with him. This would be a sign that she regrets what she did. Maybe try to be a grey rock and do not communicate a lot with her and see what she will do. There are some nice examples here. If she is interested in your marriage, she will do something to get you back, but I have doubts that your wife will do it. Prepare for the worst and go to the doctor for a health check. Good luck. Yes, telling his GF may in turn break the affair itself and show them the reality. Go North Carolina and tell his girlfriend. I say proceed with the appearance of divorce. Even if you have her served, you can stop the divorce if you choose. Her reaction will tell you everything you need to know. It takes two people in love to make a marriage work. If she is not in love and doesn't want this, it definitely won't work. On the other hand, if she makes changes, goes North Carolina with AP and shows you she loves you, then it's up to you. But what I want to know is why, if she is doing all that, does she want to save the marriage? I mean, if you're having an affair, are you still in love with your spouse? How is she reacting? Does she want to continue with AP? Does she want to remain married? You damn right you tell his GF. You tell everybody. I don't know who to talk to. Trying to find a counselor and lawyer now, I think. If we divorce, it'll probably be clean. I'll try to get his GF's name. She doesn't want me to leave her. She wants to try. She wants to break it off. Claims she was a retard or whatever. I heard the same thing from my ex-wife. How she regretted everything and did not want a divorce, but she kept on cheating and lying. They normally take it underground more. Claims she was a retard or whatever. Tell her to come up with something better. Look up the 3 best rated lawyers in your area on avo.com. Continue with the serving of the papers. That's her cue to start jumping through very specific and very difficult hoops. Reconciliation is no joke, and rug sweeping is no reconciliation. Don't pay any heed to her words. Only consider giving her the time of day if she's taking solid action to correct her dysfunction, and to prove her remorse to you. Check your inbox. I've sent you some resources. Make sure to go through them entirely. You have a lot of ducks to line up and no time to do it in. She's heard the word. Prepare for any contingency, you might even get served. Here's how you determine if she's remorseful or just regretful for being caught. It is a common tactic to have them say derogatory things about themselves. The goal here is to make you feel sorry for them and reassure them that they're not bad/evil/terrible/stupid or whatever. Don't do it. Instead, just say, if you know that's the kind of person you are, and you love me, why would you want me to stay with you? When she says she wants to try, just ask her, why should I try? Give me a single good reason. She probably won't be able to give you one. That's solid advice. They all truly do that self-degrading talk when they know they can't lie their way out of it anymore. It's like they do that to plan the degree and tone of their new manipulation tactics. Always remember one thing, if you wouldn't have caught her, then she would do the same with her AP right in this moment. She didn't stop her affair because she wanted to, she only paused it because you caught her. Brother, just get out, this will always be a thorn in your side. Why stay when the trust is gone? That is not a marriage, that is an infinite prison you will live in. Even if you can somehow find a way to stay, it's there like a nagging bug bite that will not stop itching or heal. No need to confront him in person. Have your wife inform his GF, have your wife send a message telling him to never contact her again. After she sends those messages, send your own to the GF and him to her. I'm sorry to tell you that your BF is cheating with me wife, I have proof if you need it. To him, there will be consequences if you ever contact my wife again, and I've informed your GF you are cheating on her with my wife, good luck. Then block him on everything. As for your wife, calm down, gain clarity. Separating helps with this, but if you can't physically separate, kick her out of your marital bed and grey rock her for a while. If you have an inkling to reconcile right now, don't tell her that, keep it to yourself for now. Now is the time to see what she is going to do. She broke it, so see what she does to fix it. If it's a deal breaker entirely, pack her trash and tell her to kick rocks. In the meantime, plan your exit strategy, consult with a lawyer to see what divorce looks like for you. Separate finances as much as humanly possible. Get your ass off the goddamn PC, gaming kills marriages, and get a gym membership. Go do man shit with other men. Take your personal hygiene to the next level, get some new clothes, don't hang around the house. Be gone as much as you can, doing shit without your wife, take the kids and make memories. Be unpredictable with your coming and going, and don't let her know shit about where you care, who you are with, or when you will return. Dress nicely every time you leave. Even if you just go to a park to cry it out, be dressed nicely, there is utility for all of this, it's not random advice. The time for talking with her will come, but not yet. Grey rock her. Yes, no, maybe, K, those are your answers for the next few weeks. Tell her flat out that you need space and time before you can talk. You'll inform her if/when that day comes. She needs time to feel the weight and stress of her actions, and you talking it out and being a lovey-dovey will just reward her for cheating. Reconciling takes a long-ass time, dude, 2 to 5 years for couples who do it right. If you're not prepared to put in the time and effort, or if she isn't, end it now. Don't prolong the inevitable. Take her phone to a computer tech to recover the messages. They talk on the phone. They don't need to go to a park to talk. Ask her to get tested for STDs and get a pregnancy test. Don't have sex until it is a clear result. Tell his wife. How did she describe it? When it started, when they got physical, when sex started, have her write it all down so she doesn't backtrack later on. You are being lied to. She has lied every step of the way and only admitted when she thought you knew. I look at it like this, even a broken clock has the right time twice a day. In your situation, almost always they were physical and almost always she has an emotional bond. She can't just take that as my observations and do what you want with it. You don't need to prove anything at this point. She's a liar and cheater, fact. She stepped outside your marriage and met with another man multiple times, fact. They had numerous conversations and texts over a period of time, fact. What other proof do you need to decide what to do? I certainly hope you don't think that this isn't a physical affair, or that it makes any difference. She cheated numerous times, and would be doing it at this very moment if you hadn't been discovered. Plus she decides to do this in the middle of a global pandemic. You know what needs to be done. Find someone who loves and respects you. She's got to go. Also, do not have sex with her. She literally may try and get pregnant to try and force your hand in paying her. GTFO now. I don't think she would do that. I've known her for 7 years and this is remorseful behavior I'm seeing. Desperation makes people do crazy things. Good luck though, not a fun place to be. Yeah, true. True, I made some other replies that might explain other stuff too, anyway. Thanks. It blows ass. Sounds like both of you need new jobs. Yeah, maybe. I love my job. I'm nowhere physically near where the AP works, but still. Also, what is in hell and walking the road that I see? Those are tags that the subreddit assigns to participants based upon volume and quality of posts and comments. They were together at a park several times. It was 1000% physical. Emotional affairs are only that way because they lack the physical access to consummate the affair. They had access, they had sex. Grown adults don't risk everything to talk and flirt. She is a proven liar that is simply doing what she does best, lie. I don't want to confront him, but maybe tell his girlfriend. Probably good to not confront, as throwing him the ass beating he clearly deserves would end up costing you dearly in the long run. What you can do is tell his so right away and do not tell your wife you are doing it. When the time comes, based on the legal issues involved, drop a truth bomb into his world by outing him to HR, and blasting his home wrecker status to all that will hear. He is pond scum and the level of disrespect he has shown you is despicable. No kids. You have to have a serious talk with yourself to decide if this is really the woman you want to raise a family with. She has proven to be a selfish, lying, manipulating cheater that has zero care for your well-being. Her waterworks are because she is embarrassed she got caught. At the end of the day, it's your life, your call, but at the very least she needs intensive therapy with a betrayal trauma specialist. Good luck and keep us posted. I wanna wreck his life, but I'm not gonna duck him over. Too bad he didn't feel the same way about you. Yeah, good point. I'ma have to have her or myself disclose it to HR, and either wife or affair partner will have to leave. No kids, thank goodness, but we have a house now and one car and work at the same place. Phew, can you imagine catching her again, cutting her loose, being tied to her for 18 years and risking paying support payments during that time so she can teach your kids to hate you and continue to bang other on your dime? No kids? It's time to end it. She simply isn't trustworthy, loyal, or truthful. Sorry for your heartache. Perhaps, I'm not sure. You can read my other replies. There's a lot. Thanks for your words, and everyone on here. I needed diversity of thought to help my panicked brain figure out what I believe, and I got it, lol smile. No kids? Divorce her. Yeah, that seems to be the trend, but I'm not sure I am ready to pull the trigger just yet. I think perhaps a few months of counseling may be wise to either get us on the same page or convince me it's really over. Do not go to marriage counseling. She is the problem, she needs counseling, not the marriage. Read it again until you understand it. Experts say wait 6 months before deciding to divorce. By then you'll know if she's remorseful and if you can handle it. BTW, people have reconciled from much worse. Do you love her? That seems wise. It's a life decision with a life partner. If we do separate, I want it to be mutual, like we both see the end. I'm not going to be the guy that dumped his wife cause he couldn't man up and deal with marriage problems. I think I do. It's so hard to feel anything right now, mate. I'm trying to take it slow and let my head figure things out first and digest everything. Some people are like, do it Emperor Palpatine meme here, but I'm not just gonna take their advice if I see a way forward. Lots and lots of PP on this sub say dump her at everything. They hate reconciliation. Yeah, I've noticed that. The more I think and read and dwell on this, the more I don't think that's my path. Man, I am so sorry that this is what it seemed. You knew something didn't feel right and your gut is solid. Is it possible it didn't get to a physical affair? Yes, it is possible. It is unlikely though, given how closely they work and socialized together. I would presume they did, unless you find out otherwise. She needs to quit her job, that is for sure. Unless he leaves it. Just know that work affairs are rarely secret, and you probably have others there that knew about it, and didn't tell you. And tell his GF, your wife's reaction to that will be very telling. If her first instinct is to protect the other guy, then that is bad and not remorseful. Her first instinct was to say, I'll give you her name later, I want to focus on talking about us first. I told her nah, and she gave up AP's girlfriend name and then messaged her AP it was over. I don't know, she has her phone back, she could do anything now, but I also believe she wants to work on us. We looked up some counselors. Everyone's booked, but we'll find one before pulling the trigger on divorce, I think. What about the job situation? If she still works with him, all bets are off. We're gonna have to go to HR. Our HR department is incredibly understanding and discreet. One of them will have to quit, get fired, or get transferred to a different building/location with no contact. You need her to leave the job and tell our. Yeah. Also found out AP's dad works at my company and has some pull. Wonder what he'd say if I told him his daughter was dating a cheater. You can't come to us, or anyone, and expect us to tell you what to do. Go to your wife and talk to her about where your relationship truly is in her eyes, and then decide if you truly are husband and wife. Or if this is just what she's stuck in and wishes she was out of. It sounds like you want this to work, but it will only work if she wants it to work too. Hard to know for sure. Thanks, I'm just feeling insecure, and this subreddit tends to give a wide array of advice. It makes it easier for me to digest it and pick my path forward. Thanks for your words. I'm on this path right now, but I have divorce in the pocket as a nuclear option. If attention is what she wanted, I can't necessarily be there to give it to her at work 9 hours a day. But it's tough be doubting everything for the next few years. I don't wanna be a babysitter. She can either deal with this or she can't. Now that she's done it once, the odds of it happening again go up. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.